Hello everyone, I am Dheeraj. Welcome to this computer networking course video. So in this video, I'm going to talk about switches, which is a very basic layer 2 and there are layer 3 switches also. So I'm going to talk about them in this video. So let's go ahead with this. So in this video, we're going to talk about layer 2 switches. So let's start with that. So I'm just going to draw one example of connectivity. So we have, for example, router here. Okay, and we have one Ethernet port connected to routers like LAN port, and we have a switch. Okay, so this is a layer 2 switch. Okay, so here in switch we have multiple ports. For example, generally 8 ports we have, and we have a few PCs connected here. So PC1 here connected, and PC2 is connected here. Okay, and we have PC3 connected here. Okay, so this is the generally configuration of a network in whenever we make a network connection in our LAN area. So we generally make this as a connection. So this is all for LAN network, local area network. Okay, what is the role of the switch? That's what we are here for. So in the layer 2 switches, what are the properties it generally contains? So for example, this switch is connected to router, and we have router is assigning some IP address to these devices. Okay, so this is the network address. Okay, router is using, and we have devices, multiple devices connected here. So okay, 168.1.3 and so on. So this is 192.168.1.4, 1.5. Okay, IP address given to these PCs. So but generally layer 2 switches, what how they work is like, so for example, PC1 has MAC address of so it's only 6 bytes. Okay, so this is the MAC address is given to these PCs by like whatever the hardware vendor they have. So this is the MAC address provided, and so how layer 2 switches work? So layer 2 switches, what it will do, so instead of directly forwarding the traffic to these PCs, so for example PC1 wants to communicate to PC2. Okay, so what it will generally do is PC1 will send a packet to the switch, and it will go to the router, and router will check, okay, who has this IP address in the network. And then, as you are familiar with the router functionality, so router will basically forward the packet to that particular PC. Okay, but what switches can also do, switch layer 2 switches generally work on till Ethernet layer. So okay, so they will receive the packet on their physical interface, whatever the like they are using Ethernet, so Ethernet interface, and then they will process the only Ethernet packet, or we can say MAC packet. So this generally works on second layer, and it will check the address. Okay, so by the first time, what switch will do, switch will, for example, this PC1 sends a packet to PC2. Okay, so packet will be start from source PC1 and to destination PC2. Okay, so what this switch will do, switch will take this like input port, because these are the ports here. Okay, so it will have some numbers like port 1, port 2. I'm just taking 4 as example. What this switch will do, switch will check the 3, and it will check the MAC address F1, and it will broadcast at that layer. Okay, so broadcast means it will do nothing in the packet. It will just take the packet. Okay, it will just take the packet and forward to all the ports which are connected to this switch. Okay, which are available to this switch. So PC1 will enter the MAC address of the PC2. Okay, in the hard in this connectivity. Okay, and this router is also somewhere in the port only, so I'm just drawing it separately, but it's somewhere connected to here only. So PC1, so MAC address will be learned by this switch. So there is switching happens in this scenario. So this switch generally maintains a table where it will track this MAC address with the port number. Okay, so if we are sending packet from PC1 to PC2. Okay, so what it will do, it will take this MAC address. Let me draw one table here. Okay, so what it will do, it will generally, I will just highlight the things it will do. Okay, so it will, okay, port MAC address. Okay, so, okay, so P1 is connected with MAC address. So I'm just skipping this bytes. We have F1 at the end, and in P2 is not connected to anywhere. P3 is connected to this same 2, and P4 is also connected to PC3. Okay, so we have, so what switch will do, in the first time when PC1 will send the packet, it will take the MAC address and it will take the port which where PC1 is connected to. It will store this in this MAC address. Okay, so there is nothing happen, and then it will broadcast. Then it will broadcast to all the ports available. Okay, so now destination packet is for PC2, and it will receive the packet, ping packet, ISMP packet, and then it will reply back. So once it replies back from that port for the PC1, now the source is PC. In the this is the request, and in the response we have packet change, right? PC2 to destination PC1. Okay, so now in the reply packet, when the PC2 will reply with the to the PC1, so it will take the MAC address of PC2 and it will take the port number of PC2 and it will store it in the this table. Okay, now as a source it's stored. Okay, but for the destination, when we it has to forward the packet, so now it will not broadcast like earlier. It broadcasted to all the ports out. Now it will search in the switching table if anyone with this MAC address, because destination MAC address is this one now, right? F1. So it will search in the table, anyone with the MAC address is connected, is already present on my table or not. So it will find out, okay, it's connected to port 1. So now it will directly forward the packet to port 1. So it doesn't have to broadcast to all the ports, right? So this is called learning. Okay, so this is how generally switch works, layer 2 switches. Okay, so I will show some key points of switch layer 2 switches. So what generally switch to? So layer 2 switching. Okay, it learns. Okay, it has a low latency. It has less low cost also because it's cheaper than the router. If you place router do the same thing, router is unnecessarily going to the network layer. But there are some. We will also talk about layer 3 in the later video. Okay, so it has low latency, low cost, and it has a little bit. We can say faster forwarding. Because router also has to perform on the network layer, but it generally works on the layer 2. Okay, so these are the key points of layer 2 switching. So this is how generally layer 2 switch works. So I hope you got the understanding how this is and this flow is working, right? I'll see you in the next video.
So I hope you enjoyed this switch introduction video. Please stay tuned for the upcoming videos, and don't forget to like this and share with your friends, and also subscribe to this channel. Thank you.